So hello guys, good morning. Today I am going to show you buffer overflow. So for this video we will make a small C program. So let's take a look on that program, cat buffer.c. So this is our basic program. So what will basically happen in this program is we have a value like 0x04030201. So we have to we have to override this value with this value. When we do it correctly, we will get a shell, and this one is the condition. If we will override this value but value is not equal to this value, it will print you are on the right way, means that you will overflow, but you can't get a shell because we have to choose the exact value to override this value. Okay, so let's check our program. We will already compile it. So I will use buffer. It asks for input. I will put 4 as, so it will check the value should remain same, so it didn't give us anything. So if I override with random as like, okay, so it will says you are on the right way because we will override this value, but it is not corresponds to this value. So that's why we override it, but we didn't get a shell. So how this will happen in the memory, I will show you. So that for this purpose we will use gdb debugger with the buffer. This is my program. So let's take a look. So we have to disassemble main. So main, so what is the main is the cat buffer.c. so main in the disassemble, when we disassemble the main, we will see these things. These are all in assembly, converting from C to assembly language in the when we loaded the program to running it. So this one is a total assembly program, and it also work like C program. Okay, so you can say it is the conversion of C program to assembly program. So let's check. We have to set up the breakpoints. By breakpoints, when the program reaches to that particular location, it will be paused. So you can check the registers, but will be loaded in the registers and buffer, how the input will goes to the memory. So that's why we will set the breakpoint. So here we will set the breakpoint is this location by, because here is f gets, where we get the input from the user. So let's first set the breakpoint at this location b. Okay, so now let's we set the next breakpoint at this location. So why? Because it is the load effective address. When we set the breakpoint at this address, the program reaches to this address, the program will be paused, and you will see how your input will be filled in the registers or in the buffer. Okay, so let's set b star. Okay, so now let's run our program. So for that I will make a input python dash c print multiple as, start. I will print mostly 38 as to show you. Okay, so I will copy them and run the program. Now continue, and it asks for the input, so I will paste. And now let's see. So if you want to see registers info reg, so here are the registers. So we have to see the stack pointer. Okay, this one is the instruction pointer, and we have to see the stack pointer. Okay, so let's see x20x used to first 20 strings in the stack pointer of stack pointer. So let's see. So how our input will be filled. So here start a. So guys, these all are the a's. So if you echo 41 41 41 and decode them, this is d. Okay, so these are the A's, these are the hex values of the A's. So it will fill the whole values with the A's. So these are the 38 A's, and this one is the location we have to override. So if I will put 38 plus 2 more A's, 40, and plus this location. So let's check. We will run again the program and filled with the 40 A's, 40 A's. Okay, now and again filled with the 4 B's. Okay, let's 4B. So let's continue. Ask for input, paste, and check the stack pointer. So how it will be filled? Okay, so our location here 403021 is filled with B's because this one is the B hex value 42, and this one is the A value. So let's verify the location. So let's check here. Next value is D264 D264000, and this one is the right location. So here is the one and here is not, because when you put the characters. So let's see it practically. I don't explain, actually really I am not able to explain it, so I will show you here. If I put A and decode it, so it has some extra values like dot 410A. So when stack pushes the data, when someone pushes the data in the stack, so bits are shifted. So that's why here is the 1 and here is the bit will be shifted to 0. Okay, so let's check this location. This is okay. So okay, so this is the right location. So we have to fill the value like cat buffer dot c, fill the value this. So we will also okay, I will first clear terminal. So we will use B's. Before the B's we will use the value. So here this one is the value, but in the stack you will push to stack working on the algo last in first out. So we will have to push the values in reverse manner, like x cd slash x for the hexadecimal value. Okay, so cd x ef slash x fe slash x cd. So with the pair of 2 we will use. Okay, so from I will start from here, then this, then this, then this. Okay, so I will put this string here. Okay, so let's print this and pass this to our program buffer. Sorry. Okay, so the location is overridden, so let's check the location is overridden or not. So I will copy this and pass whole output to our program with this and yes. Okay, so now let's check the stack pointer first 20. So here it will override with the exact value that we have, cd fe ef cd. Okay, let's check here. This one is the location, this one is also a location. So let's continue the program. It will says shell closed by opening your shell. So let's see what here happen here. So it will open the shell but not hold. So how we hold our shell? So let's start. uh, for holding the shell we will use the cat command. So let's check the cat command. Okay, I will give only the cat and it will hold the terminal. I will write something, it will give me back these words. So let's something. Okay, so if I will use the cat and redirect output of the Python program to as a input of cat program, so let again it will close. So why, if you give something to cat it will be terminated, but if I give the dash it will be hold again and give me and working like previous empty command, empty cat command. So let's use this dash here, and we got the shell ls cd ls uh, pwd who am I, uh, next id, like. Okay, so this is our buffer overflow program. I hope guys you like it, and I'm trying to post the videos as with the advanced concept in the buffer overflows, and also the random videos in the Linux system to solve the different problems. So thanks.